Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Om Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Om Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Om Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Shantu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukbhag Bhave. Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Tamso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Kayena Vacha Manasendriyeva Buddhatmana Va Prakriti Swabhavat Karomi Yadyad Sakalam Paraspai Narayanayeti Samarpayami Narayanayeti Samarpayami Narayanayeti Samarpayami. Omkara Bindu Sayuktam Nityam Dhayanti Yogina Kamadam Mokshadam Chaiva Omkaraya Namo Nama. Om Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Namo Devyai Mahadevye Shivayai Satatam Namah. Namah Prakrite Bhadrayai Netam Pranatasmana. Om Sharanagata Dinatha Paritrana Parayane Sarvaste Hare Devi. Om Bhadram Karne Vishunyama Devaha Bhadram Pakshe Maksham Jatraha Stirai Rangai Sustuvas Sastanovi Vyashema Devahitam Yadam. Om Swasti na Indro Vridashavaha Swasti na Bhusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nasto Arishtane Swasti no Brihaspati Tadadu. Om Purnamidam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya. Om Namastestu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Triambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikalagni Kalaya Kalagni Rudraya Neelakantaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Shriman Mahadevaya Namah. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhin Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyamamritat. Hari Om. If you know it, please recite with us. Om Dyauho Shantir Antariksha Gum Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapah Shanti Oshadayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shanti Vishwe Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagum Shanti.
Hello my dear viewers, my name is Jyotsna and we are here at the Umaya Mata temple in New Jersey today. This is a Shraddhanjali and a fundraising ceremony for the victims of violence in Delhi. The recent communal violence that took place, we are here for that. We have one of our people, participant here, community leader Anita Chaddaji, who has come to this fundraising as well as the Shraddhanjali Sabha. We will hear from her. Anita ji.
So we are here for the Shraddhanjali Sabha and fundraiser. It is a very sad day for all our Indians regardless we are Hindu, we are Muslim, or we are any religion. It's a very, very sad day what happened on the name of religion in India. We urge our government, all the officials in India, regardless they are in a ruling party or opposition party, stop exciting people on the name of religion. Stop exciting the young crowd. I have seen a girl less than 2 years old. It's sad. It's so sad. So sad. I have tears in my eyes talking about this. That how parents can allow less than 2 years old say that भारत के टुकड़े करेंगे, आज़ादी लेके रहेंगे. From where are you asking आज़ादी? What is going on in our homeland country in India? What is going on? We have our children who are going to universities to get education, to be the leader, to be the pillar of our country tomorrow. And what are they doing? What are they doing? Now, apart from India, it is very saddening when we go to Princeton University, we go to Rutgers universities. They are doing this propaganda in our universities in US. Where are the organizers? Where are the responsible parties of these universities in America, in India, who are supposed to be educating these children, and they are allowing only handful of people misguide our young crowd? And wow, what was that saddest moment when I saw the less than 2 years old parents. If you do that here in America, you will be arrested for child endangerment, and it's not happening. It's sad. Please stop this violence and work towards the betterment of India, work towards giving education, employment to our young children. It is sad when now all the stores are burned, their livelihood is gone, their children are dead, words cannot explain the sorrow we are feeling here in US, in New Jersey. Wish we can do more for you guys who are back home in India, but our sympathies are with you. We pray for the families and loved ones back home who lost their lives.
So this is Dhiren Mehta here. We are about 150 people came together here in the Umaya temple in New Jersey to do two things. One, express our anguish and our frustration about the way things have gone in Delhi. For roughly about 5 weeks, there have been, starting with so-called protest to agitation, turning into riots. We want to express our views that this was a planned. We all recognize that this was a planned, done by some political party and some leaders of some communities. But we also have another agenda, is to express our support. We have raised funds worth about 70 lakhs in last few days, in last just 3.5 days. And we want to take this to about 2 crores and support our brothers who have lost their lives, our Hindu brothers who have lost their lives, and many who have lost their livelihoods, whose shops were burnt. So we have collected about 70 lakhs rupees in last 3.5 days, and we target to raise that fund to about 2 crore rupees, and that's why we are here today. We have given Shraddhanjali to Ratanlal ji and Ankit Sharma ji and other 40 people who have lost their lives in Delhi. And we are here to express our anguish and also compel our government to act against this violence. And that's what we are here for. Jai Hind.
Well, we have another participant here who has come to participate in the fundraising and pay the Shraddhanjali to the victims of the violence in Delhi. Dr. Aruna Paul is here. Aruna ji, please send your message.
Yes, I came here to give Shraddhanjali to the victim of this Delhi riot. And this riot is a pre-planned riot by certain people. And before that, the certain politician who didn't come out for 3 days. What kind of democracy is that? This is the largest democracy in the world. there should be international pressure that that politician who's the chief minister of Delhi should resign immediately, because all the roads, some roads were completely blocked for 2-3 months. The capital of the country was completely standstill. People could not take care of the emergency service, could not go for the emergency services. People could not go to the school, could not do these things. This is not the democracy. This was the Gundagardi. This was the Raj of the thugs. And they should not only, this is not only India should stop it, but the international voices should stop these kind of activities. And the ministers, which is the chief minister, unfortunately, who was elected again, maybe by the same wrong forces, he was elected again, should be forced to resign it, because for 2 months they let it happen, and then the situation come to this level that so many innocent people were dead, and he did not come out for 3 days. And not only that, there were the people who were talking in the country, in the colleges, that tukra tukra, there should be the country should be divided. And those people, there were so many times, the current regime, they said they should be declared terrorists, and there should be terrorist related cases against them, like Kanhaiya Kumar and all. They didn't go do this thing, and they waited until the election. When the election is done, and when after this incident, they are saying there should be the terrorist kind of, those charges were put against them. So this kind of chief minister or these kind of politicians are ruling the capital of the country, and it should not be allowed. As being who I was born there, and although I'm a citizen of this country, of the United States, but I have many friends and relatives there, and my heart bleeds if something happens, something like that. And when my country where I was born rises, it gives me pleasure, and I request and I appeal the whole world that there should be pressure that the people like who is the chief minister of Delhi should be forced to resign, who cannot do the job as a politician. Because whenever this kind of things happen, that's the role of the immediate politician to stop it. So this is my thing, my heart. Again, I'm so sad what happened with the victim of and the family of the victim. Whatever I can do, my heart is with them, and I'm willing to help them out in any way.
Thank you so much, Aruna ji. Thank you, ji. We have Srimati Rajalakshmi ji here. She is the main organizer here, जिन्होंने यहाँ उमिया माता टेम्पल में ये event organize किया. She is the one who organized the entire fundraising and the Shraddhanjali Sabha here in New Jersey today. So Rajalakshmi ji, first of all, the reason behind organizing this Sabha here.
It is the anger, the anguish. Namaskar, Jai Siya Ram, Har Har Mahadev. It is the anger, it's the anguish of NRIs who are watching what's happening in Delhi. Not just in Delhi, not just in Shaheen Bagh, not in those pockets of Delhi, but it's all over India and all over the world. We are just sitting in front of our television or sending messages to each other and crying. Literally, we are crying. What crime those people have committed, those shopkeepers, those ladies, the thelawala, what crime did he commit? That somebody burnt his thela. What crime did that chemist commit? That his shop was burned by a petrol gun, and it's being thrown from Tariq Hussein's home, a political representative of Aam Aadmi Party. What kind of party is it? Didn't they do their due diligence and see what kind of background he has? Is it a clean background? We are here in USA. If you run for any office, and even you go to a job application, your background is checked thoroughly. What do you do is thoroughly checked. Here you are, a person, and then he denies everything that he did to those innocent people, even to his own people. Even to his own people. Thousands of people who gathered on his rooftop, he misled those people. He put their lives in danger. Those people are going to be targeted not just by Indian police and intelligence agency, but by the worldwide agency. Do you know something? Anyone coming to this country, applying for visa, the US intelligence will do a thorough checkup of that person. Thorough checkup. And Tahir Hussain, does he stand up for those people if their visa get denied, their work permits get denied in India or worldwide? Can he stand and say, yes, I did it, I ruined those lives? No, he will not. He is on a run. So is Shah Rukh Khan. And while I was coming here, we were talking. That guy, so beautiful, so intelligent, so smart looking. He could be a movie star. He could be a television actor. Why did he pick up a gun and kill an innocent Ratan constable? What is the reason? What is the thought process? What is this thinking? Where is this thinking coming from? That you should be removed from Gajwaye Hind, Gajwaye world. You should be removed from the world because you don't look like them. You don't behave like them. You don't pray like them. This is cancer of the society and of all those people also who belong to that community, because you are labeling them as such. You are labeling them as terrorists. There are millions of Muslims who do not believe in that, but they live in terror as well, because if they go against their community, they'll be targeted as well.
Most likely after some more months or years, we'll be again doing same thing. Is that enough? Is that all we can do? Satyaji made a real presentation, and so did Josnaji. It is important that we learn the history, we understand the issues. A lot of WhatsApp groups are there, we are members of that. We send back and forth messages. It is like preaching to the choir. We all know the issues, we understand the situation. It doesn't do us any good just being on the WhatsApp and Twitter. We have a government in Bharat, which is not a Hindu government, which at least is not an anti-Hindu government. Time has come for us as NRIs to pressure the government to take actions. If we can put all our efforts to do How Do Modi in Texas, in New York, in the West Coast, I think government owes us that much. We have here BJP president or BJP president. I believe our BJP is official organization that has a link, direct connection to the government. It is their job to talk to them and let them know our anger and our frustration. It cannot go on like this forever. If, yes, development is good, I'm as pro-Modi as any person you are, but the development will be worth nothing. We are butchered in the streets like this every day. Delhi is not a small place, it's not West Bengal. Therefore, all I can say is that. Also, I heard somebody saying, we should. The should would have been gone for too long time. I've been in public life for the last 45, 50 years here. And so many times, many media committees have been formed to fight the media bias in America. Nothing has come out of it. Why? We all are very good managers at our work. We do good job at our work. Why can't we be professional about it? Why can't few of us take it as a life lesson? They won't go to any program. They will not go to Shraddhanjalis. Only thing they will do is study New York Times, Washington Post, Times of India, all the rascals, and go after them. Recently, I read someplace that we should do PIL against this media here. We should. Who's going to do it? So my request to all of you is that, first of all, think about this way. This area, the premier Hindu organizations, Vishnu Parishad of America, HSS, Art of Living, Gayatri Parivar, BAPS, or BJP. Between them, I believe they have close to 10,000 members. We don't even have 100 here. So that's why the apathy is everywhere, not only in Bharat, here as well. It is this issue on which I would like us to concentrate for next 3, 4, 5 years and not worry about anything else.
Days after violence broke out in Aligarh Muslim-dominated area, Babri Mandi area, posters proclaiming "Ye ghar bikau hai" have come up outside the houses of Hindus. So how do we handle this? It's not only Delhi, right? So either we have to through BGP, we have to connect with the government and take it as a law and order situation all across the country. My wife, they had to sell their property in Ajmer because it was near the masjid, the main masjid in Ajmer, right? So all across the country, people are not feeling safe. We have a very violent minority, and majority is not ready to take on them, head-on collision. So either we have to increase some police forces in those areas, like special type of police forces, where there are more minority-dominated areas. Use some technology, more surveillance. If you are if you have seen India was sort of getting pushed into a civil war type of situation all across the country. We are seeing that, right? So they're getting prepared for a war type of situation. So these are much beyond this event. Just by putting a Shraddhanjali, it's not going to solve it. It's much deep rooted. And what Satyaji shared added an extra complexity how the Western powers are playing with us. So with this I will end, this much deep-rooted problem and needs to be taken at a much strategic level.
Sarvdharman paritajya mam ekam shanam raja aham tam sarpapebhyo mokshyami masacha. Rightly said by Krishna, but there is one thing that underlies this shloka, is that you do the duty, Arjun, I am not going to do that. I'm just going to be, at the end of Gita, Sri Krishna says, do what you want to do. I have told you everything. I'm not going to fight for you. And that's the whole thing that brought me today to this point, is that we have to do something about it. I encourage each one of you to go out and make a Google search, India. You'll find somebody called Jishan Hadar writing from Guardian. You will find Tavleen Singh's son writing another article who's been banned as being connected to the anti-India elements. But we are not doing anything. And you must think that Modi has the magic formula to do each and everything. But the problem is here in New Jersey. Problem is here in US. You are not doing anything. You are expecting Modi to have a magic wand and he will do everything. You are asking our army to fix the situation. It's not going to happen. I'll give you one instance. Just go and search Muslim NJ. You will find websites like CARE. You'll find websites which are talking about how many Muslim representatives are there. You can go ahead and search on Google. You'll find like a mayor, I don't know if I should say the name, it's Montgomery, claims to be a PhD, okay, writing anti-India one after other, like an obsessed person. It's like India is everything. She hasn't written once about what happened. 85-year-old mosque from Ahmadiyyas were taken out. She hasn't written a single word about that. Hindu girls were kidnapped and raped in Sindh almost on a daily basis. She hasn't written a single word about it. She sees a pogrom in what happened in Delhi. You and I can make the change. You and I can do the difference. As much as what we did with Sam Khan, we can do with this person as well. We have to stand up. How can you do that? I'll give you from my experience. I have written back to New York Times, and in my WhatsApp group, I shared that article with my friends, and I said, if you don't agree, this is the email address, please send a note to New York Times. That article was only one of the 3 series was published, the remaining 2 was never published. There are websites you might want to go and check, and I'm not going to name that website, but it talks about, in name of Defense Forum, it talks about how to do Ghazwa-e-Hind. And it doesn't take much. You got to send a note to FBI and they will take care of for rest of it for you. You don't have to worry. You Google it up, NJ Muslim, and you will see 5 days back, loudspeakers are allowed in Patterson. So now, think about it. You are sleeping here and somewhere something is happening. Who is going to fix that problem? You're going to fix that problem. Come out, write to your representatives, make sure you hit where it hurts hard, most, where it hurts most. You have to make the difference. I'm here with only message that you do 3 things, just to spare 1 day out of your week. I do that. I'm telling you, it's not a big deal. It takes a couple of hours to do that. I am asking you to do it from where you stand. If you see something around yourself, New Jersey, New York, California, US, make a difference. Unless you make a difference here, the person sitting there in Tenjanpat and in the parliament, he cannot do anything. Trust me, he won't be able to do anything. And you can do it no matter if you're 70-year-old or if you're 15-year-old, you can do that. You can. You have the power, so realize that power. Number 2, connect people. I run a WhatsApp group where we only talk about Ram, Krishna, Shiva, everything related to religion. And my focus is very simple. I'm connecting ladies to that group. I connect one lady, one family understands that. If I'm connecting one man, sad to say, it turns mostly into a political back and forth. What Modi did versus and venting your anger. We are not venting our anger. What we are saying, we have to be strong. So connect people. WhatsApp is not the only way. You walk somewhere. Other day I was in Sai Temple and I saw somebody spitting there, washing his feet and spitting, and I asked him, like, if you are not going to keep this temple clean, do you expect somebody else to do that? The guy apologized. I want you to do that. That's the second thing I'm asking you to do. Is number 1, do yourself. Number 2, connect people. And number 3, most important thing is what your offsprings are. They are the one who is going to be in this world tomorrow and going to pass that tradition. If your offsprings don't know what is Yagyopavit, if they don't know Gayatri Mantra, if they cannot say, if they cannot talk about Mahamrityunjaya or Laghu I'm almost done. Laghu Mrityunjaya, it's not a fault of those kids, it's a fault of you.